Which do-gooder or anti-hero will come out on top? Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're pitting DC's top-tier heroes against each other to see who reigns supreme. This video is part of a series in which we'll be matching up heroes in brackets of single-elimination knockout rounds, with DC heroes in one video and Marvel heroes in another. We'll then pit the winners against each other in the ultimate DC versus Marvel versus. We're not necessarily looking at who'd win in a fight, but rather who's made the greatest impact and feels the most relevant across various media, including film, television, and of course, comics. We'll also be taking into account their powers, publication history, personality, name recognition, and yes, to a certain extent, their prowess in battle. Round 1. Superman versus Martian Manhunter.
Men who have seen battle are often among those who hold life most dear.
One is a cape-wearing, superpowered extraterrestrial who hides in plain sight. The other fits the exact same description.
There's a saying on my world: the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing.
Founding members of the Justice League, Superman and Martian Manhunter have much in common. But Clark Kent's Kansas upbringing makes him good-natured and sympathetic, while J'onn J'onzz is far more emotionally detached. Martian Manhunter is one of the few heroes who can take Superman in a fight, but with more notable achievements to his name and being more relatable, Superman wins this bout. Winner, Superman. Black Canary versus Supergirl.
But she prefers Black Canary. She's got a killer voice.
Two of the most enduringly popular superheroines around, Black Canary and Supergirl made their comic book debuts in 1947 and 1959 respectively.
Fighting for your city isn't selfish. It's what a hero would do.
In recent years, they've both found success on the small screen, but with so many Canaries over the last few years, Melissa Benoist has made Supergirl feel decidedly more iconic. Plus, in the world of DC Comics, the Kryptonian House of El is hard to beat. So, like her cousin Kal-El before her, Supergirl comes out on top. Winner, Supergirl.
Look how you've grown. So beautiful. You died.
Aquaman versus Cyborg.
So you can't find them, or maybe you don't want to.
Arthur.
Yeah, that was a great way to get rid of Superman.
Man, I'm not doing this on purpose.
One is the master of the seven seas, the other, a walking demo of futuristic technology. At a glance, they couldn't be more different, but they both know what it's like to be overshadowed by more prominent members of the Justice League. Had we been holding this tournament a few years ago, Cyborg would have been the obvious choice based on the success of Teen Titans.
You have reached your limit. You cannot win. Yes, I can!
But with Aquaman making over $1 billion at the box office, he swims to victory. Winner, Aquaman.
Permission to come aboard.
Wonder Woman versus John Constantine.
We've come up against magic before, Batman.
Diana Prince is not to be trifled with. As part of DC's Trinity and the company's leading lady, she is a formidable force, both in-universe and in the pop culture sense. Who is this trenchcoat-wearing chain smoker to challenge her? Well, he's John Constantine, a powerful magician and master manipulator with a penchant for punching well above his weight class and winning. However, even though Constantine is an undeniable badass, Wonder Woman still has him beat by most metrics. Winner, Wonder Woman. Green Lantern versus Green Arrow. It's the ultimate battle of green. Cool it, Swamp Thing fans. He's competing a little later. Green Lantern is a mantle that's been held by numerous characters over the years, but they all wield a ring that bestows them with incredible powers.
There was a Green Lantern movie, but we don't talk about that.
Green Arrow doesn't have any superpowers, but he is an ace shot with a bow and notably outspoken about social issues. We love Green Arrow, but no amount of trick arrows can trump Green Lantern's spacefaring adventures. GL wins. Winner, Green Lantern.
Yeah, saving the universe or something.
The Flash versus Shazam. A few years ago, this would have been no contest. To the average non-comic book loving individual, Shazam was a relative unknown. But thanks to his 2019 surprise hit film, he is officially on the radar. Now, with that being said, The Flash is a classic hero who, in addition to decades of popularity, has also been killing it on the small screen of late. Who wears red best? We ultimately have to go with Flash. Winner, The Flash.
That's why I'm honored to present the key to the man who saved Central City, The Flash!
Batman versus Swamp Thing.
You dare threaten the Green.
If there are two grim, stoic, determined heroes that fill villains with dread, it's Batman and Swamp Thing. Laugh if you want to, but ask any DC character and they will tell you that Swamp Thing is a literal force of nature. So how can a rich orphan in a batsuit compete with that? Simple, by doing his homework and coming prepared. Any hero, villain, or creature can be bested with the right battle plan. And that is why Batman wins. Winner, Batman.
I recommend spending more time on the streets instead of flying over them.
Nightwing versus Catwoman.
Mind if I tag along?
Hop in. But I'm driving.
They're both members of the Bat family, but there's only room for one more in this Batmobile. Nightwing, more so than any other Robin, has really flourished after moving beyond Batman's shadow. Catwoman, for her part, has been playing games of cat and mouse with the Dark Knight for decades, as possibly DC's greatest thief. And she's evolved into a hero of the downtrodden along the way. Sorry, ex-boy wonder, Catwoman's place on the moral paradigm is just more compelling. Winner, Catwoman.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
Round 2, Supergirl versus Superman.
Bad dog. Kara's a friend. Leave her alone.
Ouch. After conquering round 1 together, the cousins of House L are immediately set against one another. Honestly, Melissa Benoist's performance has elevated Supergirl to unprecedented heights, making her feel like a bona fide hero in her own right rather than just Superman light. But Superman continues to cast a substantial shadow. At the end of the day, Superman is the iconic original who was first to Earth and into our hearts. And for that reason, he moves on to round 3. Winner, Superman. Aquaman versus Wonder Woman. Justice League member versus Justice League member. Amazonian royalty versus Atlantean royalty. This conflict could easily claim all of human civilization as collateral damage.
Death to the Underdwellers!
But at the end of the day, we think that considering their comparable successes on the big screen, it's Aquaman who has to bend the knee. Don't get us wrong, we're happy about Aquaman's pop culture redemption, but he is no match for Wonder Woman and the decades she spent inspiring generations. Winner, Wonder Woman.
I think that was beautiful.
Green Lantern versus The Flash.
I'll tell you, Flash Man, I've seen my share of weirdo crapola in this job. But Atlantis? Come on.
But you're good with the intergalactic cops, aliens, and the cybernetic human?
Green versus Red. Construct creation versus super speed. Each hero has saved the planet multiple times over. And both have been at the center of game-changing crossover events like Blackest Night and Flashpoint.
You've got your posse, I've got mine.
Clearly, you should never do this stuff without me.
Green Lantern and The Flash have each generated a number of legacy characters, with notable successes on both sides. But honestly, there are just too many Green Lanterns floating around.
There's so many. The stars you can see from your home planet on the clearest night. Your sector is 1,000 times larger. And 3,600 lanterns, each with a sector, just as vast.
Whereas the Flash legacy feels far more straightforward and impactful. Flash speeds ahead to victory. Winner, The Flash. Batman versus Catwoman.
Meow.
It's a conflict we've seen play out countless times in the comics, but for once, this cannot end in a stalemate or steamy rooftop sex. If there's one person who we believe can break Batman, no offense to Bane, we are pretty sure it's Catwoman. She's confident, calculating, and has played the Dark Knight more than once.
I have a code. Revenge isn't part of it.
That being said, she's unlikely to ever live down her 2004 solo film.
A gift that could change your life and give you a new one.
Whereas Batman has conquered cinema multiple times over. Batman triumphs. Winner, Batman. Round 3, Wonder Woman vs. Superman.
Please don't make me do this.
Do we really need to choose? Couldn't they instead just settle down together, have some super babies, and protect the planet as a family? Ugh, fine. When it comes to box office dominance, 2017's Wonder Woman puts all of Superman's past outings to shame. Wonder Woman has proven that she can hold her own against Superman, at least for a while.
I've killed things from other worlds before.
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
But although her character is iconic, she's only felt truly relevant with the masses again recently, whereas Superman's widespread popularity is seemingly eternal. Supes wins. Winner, Superman. Batman vs. The Flash.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me.
Talk about polar opposites. Dark and brooding against colorful and optimistic. But for all their differences, they actually share one crucial thing in common. Both heroes have a tragedy in their past that shaped who they are today.
I can save Mom. At what cost? You said time would change. What if it changes you? I don't care. I do.
Flipping through the notebooks of their respective psychologists, however, Batman is undeniably the more compelling case. His loss isn't just backstory, it defines him. And this psychological angle is a big part of his appeal. Batman claims another victory. Winner, Batman. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Round 4, Superman vs. Batman. This is by no means the first time that these two heroes have been pitted against one another. They've duked it out across all forms of media. Theorizing about them coming to blows, however, the age-old caveat applies. If the attack comes out of nowhere, Batman is toast. But if he has time to prep, and let's be honest, Batman is seemingly always prepared, the Dark Knight would likely triumph. More interesting, however, is to consider their competing ideologies and what they represent. Superman is basically a god, and his burden is what to do with that power.
You did this.
Batman is a mere mortal, but represents indomitable willpower. He is human industriousness and perseverance incarnate. For going up against insurmountable odds, Batman wins our hearts and our DC superhero bracket. Winner, Batman.
Tell me. Do you bleed? You will.
Be sure to check out our Marvel bracket and look out for our video pitting our Marvel and DC champions against each other. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.